Hello everybody, this is Raivecha with another second channel video. Pokemon Day is approaching soon, and with it, many are hoping to get more information on the upcoming game, Pokemon Legends ZA. Out of all the speculation regarding the game, the most discussion has been about who the starter Pokemon will be. Hopefully that will be revealed on Pokemon Day, but I wanted to throw my hat in the ring with my predictions for the starters. If these starters follow the pattern of Legends Arceus, they will be 3 starters from 3 separate regions other than the region the game takes place in. Now, many people have already made their predictions, with the most common being that the starters will be some sort of already France-inspired Pokemon, like Serperior or Empoleon, due to the Kalos region being based on France. While this is fine, I feel like it's a bit too obvious, and Game Freak may not go down that route. Another prediction is that these games will break the trend, with the starters just being the Kalos starters, Fennekin, Chespin, and Froakie. This is actually more likely than you think. Perhaps the reason why Legends Arceus had 3 new starters was because Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had released just a few months prior, and using the Sinnoh starters again would be repetitive. The Kalos starters last had the spotlight over a decade ago, so it would be fresh to put the spotlight on them again. However, I think that these starters will be getting Megas instead. I think Legends ZA will be an inverse of Pokemon X and Y, regards to the starters. In the original games, we first got the 3 Kalos starters, and then we got a Kanto starter that could Mega Evolve. I think in Legends ZA, we will get to choose between 3 regional starters that won't have Mega Evolutions, and then we'll get a Kalos starter which can Mega Evolve. So what will the regional starters be? Well, they're in the thumbnail, so you already know, but let me explain why Turtwig, Scorbunny, and Mudkip may be the starters for Pokemon Legends ZA. So the original Kalos starters actually had a unifying theme, with all of them being based on character classes in role-playing games. Chestnut is a tank, or a character who is bulky and specializes in defense. Delphox is a mage, a character who specializes in magic. And Greninja is a rogue, a character who specializes in stealth and sneak attacks. However, these aren't the only classes, not even close. Personally, I think the starters for Pokemon Legends ZA won't be references to France, but rather based on other RPG classes. So let's talk about which classes these 3 starters will be. Of course, everyone wants to be a cool attacker, but every team needs a healer to support the fighters. In our case, the healer will be Turtwig once he evolves into Colosian Torterra, a grass psychic type. I think Torterra already had a bit of a nurturing guardian vibe to him, and this form will go all in on that vibe. The psychic type represents this Torterra's mystic and wise demeanor, and his knowledge will help him heal his team from all damage, whether they be injuries, sickness, or magic-related damage. Like the healer class in other games, this Torterra will be focused less on actually attacking, and instead be more of a support Pokemon, using the many healing and defensive moves given to both the grass and psychic type. Now, one of the most iconic RPG classes is the Bard. Once again, bards are not fighters, but they are rather entertainers, typically musicians, who use their artistic talent and charisma in order to win. Often these skills are a magic in and of themselves. So our Pokemon Bard is Colosian Cinderace, who will be the first ever Fire Fairy type. The original Cinderace is already an entertainer of sorts, being a professional soccer player, so it makes sense to have a variant be another type of entertainer. Fire Fairy is a cool type and definitely fits the Bard theme. Perhaps this version of Cinderace will have many sound-based moves, and if Game Freak is crazy enough, they'll even give it Torch Song, Skeledirge's signature move. I really like this concept. It's definitely my favorite of the 3 hypothetical starters I'm proposing, and the Galar starters do need more love. The final class for a starter will be the Barbarian. The Barbarian is a wild fighter. They don't use skill techniques, but rather let the rage and adrenaline of the battle fuel them, utilizing raw strength to completely obliterate the enemy. Our Barbarian is Colosian Swampert, a water poison type. Now, many of you are already objecting in the comments. You see, regular Swampert already has a Mega form, and many people, including myself, believe that Legends ZA, being the grand return of Megas, will have all Mega forms within the game. So if regular Swampert will be in the game, how can there be a regional Swampert? Well, we can look at Legends Arceus for an answer. That game had Hisuian Sneasel, however it was still possible to catch regular Sneasel in the game through space-time distortions, so it's entirely possible that regular Swampert can exist in the game alongside Colosian Swampert. It just has to be found in space-time distortions or an alternative method to find unnaturally occurring Pokemon, perhaps Hoopa wormholes or something. But another issue is that Swampert has a Mega, so how does that work with Hisui and Swampert not having a Mega? Well, we've never had a situation where a Mega exists in a game alongside a regional form of the Pokemon that originally had the Mega. However, we do have Mega Slowbro and Galarian Slowbro. Galarian Slowbro doesn't have a Mega, and is unlikely to ever get a Mega. So maybe the explanation is that the Mega Stone only works with a specific version of the species. So it's possible to have a game with a Mega evolving regular Swampert and a non-Mega regional Swampert. I chose Swampert because I think the body type and general vibe fits the Barbarian class well. Of course, even the Mega shows that Game Freak thinks that Swampert can work as an extremely strong physical attacker. They also agree that Swampert fits well as a poison type, as Swampert's Terra Raid was as a poison type. The poison type also fits the Barbarian class, being a crude and cruel way to damage your enemies. I see Swampert being a physical attacker, hitting hard with powerful water and poison type moves. It's not much more complex than that because it's a barbarian. Any problem can be solved by punching it hard enough. So yeah, these are the 3 starters I think will be in Pokemon Legends ZA. I wanted to choose Pokemon from generations that weren't represented in Legends Arceus, ruling out generations 2, 5, and 7, and I think these are good picks. I do want to see if I got close, and I hope that I at least got one right. And if not, I hope that my prediction of the starters being based on RPG classes does turn out to be correct. Do you like my predictions? What 3 starters do you think will be the Legends ZA starters? And let us know down below. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.